Hello you beautiful people and welcome to today's video. Today I would like to blow some cat hair off my paper. And also I would like to try out some paints I have never tried before. And these are the Gansai Tambi paints. My wife gave them to me because she got them, but she rarely used them at all. So she gave them to me, and I would like to try these out today. And the thing with these is these are Japanese traditional watercolor paints, and they are a bit different from what we know in Western watercolor paints. These are originally made for traditional Japanese paintings, and they are usually used on rice paper. I don't have rice paper, but I know that a lot of people on YouTube are using these, and a lot of people in general are using these as regular watercolor paints, and they are behaving a bit differently. And what I would like to do today is I would like to swatch these and see how they behave a bit, and then I would like to do a little illustration with them. And I hope you're interested in seeing this as well. Also, I have this cute little brush rest I made with clay and painted it. It's the first try. I chipped off some paint. And yeah, I like this little bean guy. I'm thinking about adding these to our Etsy shop. The ones that look a bit better than this one, and make some more because I find them really cute. Maybe some people are interested in that. And yeah, let's start. So I got some toned paper as well to see how opaque they are, because I know that they are a bit more opaque than a lot of watercolors you can get on the Western market. I don't know if you have to soak these, but I don't think so. Let's start with the first one. I need more water, definitely. Oh, this paper I'm using, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Is this one? It's from Hanemühle, and it's mold-made watercolor paper. Yeah, acid-free, age-resistant, and so on. In rough, just in case anyone is curious. So also swatch them on. This is not watercolor paper. This is just regular toned paper, by the way. So yeah, let's do the other red as well. So this is more of a magenta kind of color. And my wife educated me that the official term for this kind of palette is split primary palette. Just in case you were curious about that. Now the yellow. This looks fairly opaque for watercolor paint, right? Can you see that? Now onto this one. These are very, very vibrant, by the way, as well. So now to the blues. The blue needs a bit more scrubbing, I think. It's not as strong as I thought it would be. So now the last one. Yeah, the blues are not as strong as the other paints, but still pretty. They are already behaving a bit differently than like regular watercolors, I think. I just would like to mix a bit with those and see what kind of orange this would make, just to see how they mix and stuff. So I've seen that there are very, very huge sets of these paints that you can get with a lot of color variations and stuff, which is very interesting. They also, I don't know if I think it's the Gansai Tambi brand as well. They have like pastel paints, if I'm correct, and I think my wife made some for me based on these paints, like in the same tones, because I'm a really huge fan of lavender and like pastel watercolors. And yeah. Okay, now let's try the red and the blue. Shouldn't have swatched so big on top. But it's okay. Now, of course, the real primaries, like the classic primaries. Right. I forgot what I wanted to do for a second. And yeah, I did the green. I think I'm gonna need a bit more blue. That was a bit too much blue. That was too much blue. We need more yellow. More yellow. All right. I don't know. It's a bit strange, to be honest. It's way too much blue, but it's fine. I'm fine. I think this belongs to this side way more. This is more of a cyan, I think. This is more of an ultramarine blue. So let's make another try with the green, because this is also a pretty tone, but yeah, this is what I was thinking. So these should be swabbed. I don't know if I put them in or put magnets. Magnets it is. So let's just swap those two. For me, it makes more sense this way. So now let's take this magenta kind of color and mix it with this blue. That's way more vibrant. yeah. That's nice. So these have dried a bit, and you can see they are a bit more opaque than regular watercolors. Some of them, they are fairly opaque watercolors, but I think especially these two yellows look fairly funky on this paper. It's not the best paper as well, but I just wanted to give it a try. So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do, to be very honest, but I think I'm gonna figure something out. So I'm gonna do a little sketch, and then we'll see how these perform in a real painting. And yeah. Alright, so I had lunch and these are now fully dry, so you can see them a bit better. Just an FYI. And I've had an idea what I could draw. I just go for a little portrait, I think. Just nothing too spectacular on this kind of paper. Also, I changed my pencil case again, because for some reason I don't know what it could be. I'm kind of exhausted generally, and it just took so much effort to put my pens in my usual pencil case where I have to stick them into compartments, and I saw this very cheap at the drugstore, so I picked it up and I think it's pretty neat. I'm a huge fan of see-through stuff. It had this little pom-pom as well, which is very cute. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. I don't know why. So, without further ado, I'm going to sharpen my pen so I can make a little sketch. Also, this pen is almost at its life end. Yeah. So, again, I'm using the same paper as I did with the swatches, because I think it behaved pretty nicely with those. And another thing, I need my mixing palette. Here we go. Let me rearrange this a bit. I think that's better. So I think I want to draw a girl. Also, I have a tip. I have an advice for you guys. If you're struggling with side view, profile view of the face, this is the edge of the face. I've seen this on Tumblr one time, and sometimes when I'm not sure, I'm just using it. You can draw a little rectangle, can you see? And this is gonna be the nose. You don't have to follow it like 1000%, but it helps. And this is your eye, you know? Like, I'm not using this as a 100% guideline, but it works. Really want to put like some flowers in her hair. Should we make her an elf? Yes. I say 1000%. I'm gonna make her one of the wood elves from my comic series. I just like them so much. I really love drawing their color schemes. And for example, Eleanor, this is not Eleanor, but Eleanor in my comic has the ability to help plants grow and to help them regrow as well. And maybe this girl has the same ability. It's not uncommon in these elves. Alright, I don't want black outlines. I think I'm gonna use this Sanguine from Faber-Castell, the Pitt artist pen. I usually do more of a rough sketch and then I refine the drawing when I do the outlines. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of... My lunch was very hot, like very, very spicy. And then my voice keeps doing funky things. I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is getting very strong around here as well. We're supposed to have a little storm today. So that's fun. I also think I'm gonna get myself something to drink. Alrighty, I got my water bottle. I hope that this is going to help not losing my voice. That would be nice. That would be pretty neat. I need to move my chair. I'm not sitting comfortably. I'm sorry, I'm very... Also, I have this brush pen of those. But it's a bit dry. Why? I had another one of these and the caps were like fully on, but they... I don't know why they went dry so fast. That's so strange. Maybe it's the kind of ink that's in there. There are some Pitt pens that are waterproof, and these are the waterproof ones, I think. Yes. It says waterproof on the barrel. So maybe it's that the pigment size is too big or something, I don't know. Let's see if my brush is fine enough for this task, or if I'm gonna need to pick up a finer one for all the details that I'm preparing to color. My week has been kind of, or my weeks as in general are kind of uneventful, so it's kind of hard to find a topic worth talking about. Except yesterday we went out and we made an appointment at our local arts and crafts store because we needed some, or I needed some, and my wife as well, replacements for color pencil from the Polychromos. We almost ran out of some pens and wanted to support this business as well. So we made an appointment to shop there. We have those now in the area. Most shops do that over here, that you can call and make an appointment at a certain time, and then you can come in and buy the stuff you need, except supermarkets and drugstores, they're always open, but like things like clothing stores and like arts and crafts stores, they're not open like they normally would be. So that was nice. Talking to the owner a bit and just shopping a bit, buying some art supplies that I needed. Also, I picked up a very pretty color of a Posca pen that I did not own. So that's nice. I had a bit of a gift card from that same shop left as well, so I could spend that, and yeah, it was not enough, but yeah. I just love sometimes I just love looking around these craft stores to see if there's something new I don't know, like art or craft supplies that I don't know. Recently, as you can probably tell, I'm into clay crafting and stuff. So I did not pick up anything from there because my wife ordered me a bunch of different clays the other day because that was my birthday present. Because when my birthday in January, when that was, I did not really know what I wanted, so I said let's wait until I can think of something that I'm actually gonna use and actually going to want. And now I started picking up clay working, and she got me a bunch of those, but I still had a look at the aisle if there's something interesting, but I did not find anything I would like to have. But it's still, I really like looking around in those craft stores. I really miss just going to one and just snooping around a bit, looking for new ideas, new art supplies that I could maybe save up for, or just looking around for new sketchbooks and stuff. I just miss doing that. On the other hand, we have an hour to drive to the only big art supply store around here, so we didn't do that often, but sometimes it was like very nice. Also, I'm really looking forward to one fine day. I think I mentioned this already in one video, but I really look forward to go back to people sketching, like sitting in a cafe, having a nice hot beverage, and just watching people and drawing them and drawing my surroundings and stuff. I really miss them. Miss that. And yeah, just yeah. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about these giant pens of watercolor that I have over here. And I think that this will really work nicely as a kind of skin base. I think I have, no, this is not the right one. I think this might be, but I'm just gonna see how it looks. Yeah, that's alright. That's okay. So let's start with ear. I don't want to mess up, so I'm starting with something minor like the ear. There's always a bit of concentration going on when I color like this. Don't want to mess it up because I really like the sketch, or the drawing. I can't tell you anything about their light fastness though. Don't know. But you can already tell that there's a huge difference to the watercolor pens that we know over here, because they're so big. They're made for these giant mop brushes that you use for calligraphy or huge, like Japanese calligraphy and stuff like that. I think I used a bit more red this time, but it's okay. It's just a bit light. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Alright. So I think I want to give her a nice green hair because I really like this shade of green, and I would like to use it. I already have a bit mixed over here, but let's mix some more Why do I mix in this one? I have this one right here. Oh my gosh. Why did I even pull that out if I'm not going to use it? Is that enough? I never know what is enough. Let's make some more, just in case. I don't want to run short on this green, because it's one of the biggest areas on the whole painting. Also, this green kind of makes it look like these flowers grow on a little meadow, which is funny and nice. Should I bring you a bit closer, or can you see? I think that's better. I think I'm kind of, I think I'm really fine with how this is turning out. As I said, a lot of people are like, you're supposed to use them like this, and I can see the point in that. But also, I think if an art supply can be used in different ways, there's no harm in doing so. I think you should use art supplies the way that's most fun to you, and if it's safe and if it works, why not? As I usually say, there's no art police coming for you if you're not using an art supply in the way that it's intended classically, like in classical art. We already break so many rules if you're seeing it that way, like just do what's fun. Another thing I'm noticing while I work with it is that, don't know if you can see it now because I've almost used up all the paint. It was not enough, clearly. The pigments are separating in, like the yellow and the blue is separating from one another in this well. So that's funny. And I don't know if it's just the blue pigment that's a bit like heavier or more coarse, but it does happen. And that's kind of weird, but funny. I mean, if you're having a granulating color, like with Western watercolors, they sometimes do that in the pen as well. So I'm not quite sure if it's, I think it could be the blue. Don't know what pigment it is, but my wife could tell you. I'm not that into pigments. I'm learning about pigments because, well, we sell watercolors and sometimes my wife tells me stuff, but I'm not that well educated like she is. She's the pigment pro. There's indeed a bit of granulation and separation happening. And I think that the blue definitely looks a bit more coarse, but it's a nice effect. I like it. Also, these, I don't know if it's a combination of the paper and the paint, or if the paint has this capacity, but it's not easy to reactivate, not easy to lift up. I'm not sure if that's because there is, I don't know if it were these, but I think there are some Japanese paints that have like rabbit glue in them, and that makes, I think, the paint sit on the paper stronger. Now you can see like the separation. If I'm telling bullshit, please someone tell me in the comments. But I think that's the case. I do have some student grades watercolors that a friend sent me samples of from Pentel, which is also a Japanese brand. And these have rubber glue in them, I do believe. And as you can see, very hard to reactivate and to lift. If lifting is something you're doing with your paints, these probably don't work that well for you. I think she looks lovely, to be honest. I think I did a good job. And I want to just have a tiny bit of this blue because I want to shade her eyeball like this. What color are we making? Like painting the flowers. I think at first I'm gonna use a bit of the paint that I have on here and paint the insides of the flowers. That's quite cute. I think I will leave them white. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of shading in them. And I would like to make her background green as well, but I will I would like to use the other yellow, like this one. Let's see if I really don't have any paint left on my brush, so I ruin the paint. That would be not that good. Oh yes, that's a nice... Oh, I touched the paper on here. There's the fat from my fingers. I'm sorry. They're pretty nice. Usually, one problem I have is that often I reactivate not fully dry paint and then it just bleeds into my other paint. Especially when I film, I tend to be a bit more impatient and it happens. But these work pretty well so far. They're very cooperative. Is that how you say it? They're cooperating with me, cooperating. So let's take a bit more yellow. See if we can do like this. So there's that for the background. It does, however, look a bit flat, so let's try and put a bit of dark green on top, because she is already very pastel colored. I think that's nice. I don't want to change her that much, but I do want to make her lips a bit more red, but only a bit, like not too much. That does look very cute, I think. And I haven't used this blue a lot, so let's put that into the mix and then shade the flowers in her hair very gently, not too much. I don't want them to get too dark. I'm thinking about shading her hair. I don't know if that's a good idea. She does look a little flat though. I think I'm gonna try that. I think I'm gonna shade the hair a bit. That's also a nice green shade. So let's see if that does something. It's a bit too light though. But do I have to shade her skin as well then? I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. I think the shading is a good idea. I think it gives the hair a bit more depth, a bit more oomph, a bit more. Like, not that was pretty before, but I think it did need a bit more dimension. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's already pretty, but you can make the hair prettier. I kind of am intrigued to try this one big set they sell, but I don't wanna. I have enough art supplies already. I'm not gonna buy it. But I'm kind of intrigued, to be honest, a tiny bit. How that would like behave, and how other paints would behave. These are nice for layering, I'm not going to lie. Because they are very different. Not that much different, but also very different from Western watercolors. Also, they have kind of a drying shift, and if you can see, this is how they look dry, and this is how they look not dry. So it's very weird, but it's okay, it's fine. It's a new experience. Oh no, well, a bit of green, that's fine. Would like to shade her skin a bit. For a second I thought, well, I'm gonna need this amount of red, but then it went completely red. Just went completely over the top. So in mixing it also behaves differently. Maybe my mind is making this up, but I don't think so. I don't think so, or else I would not be this shocked and surprised. I think. Let's see how this dries down. I would love to put some outline-less foliage in the background. They dry down so strange. Maybe it's a bit because there is this granulating going on. Maybe that's what I think of as kind of strange, but it's not strange. It's just different though. Wow, the hair looks so light again. Like, it looked so dark when it was red, wet, not red. That's so funny. One last thing I would like to do is I would like to give her a little dot in her eye so it does not look that empty. Just a bit of a highlight. I don't know if you can even see that. I can. This is what I painted with these. I do, once again, I do know that this is not the correct way to use these paints, but I had a lot of fun trying them out. Here is the swatch card again. And yeah, I had a lot of fun trying these out. I'm definitely going to use them in the future, and they have me really perplexed in how they look and how they dry. Yeah, that was fun. I hope you had fun as well. And yeah, let me know. Have you tried these paints, or do you want to try them? I know they were very hip on YouTube for a long time, but yeah, I'm very late on every train that crosses the YouTube art community, but it's okay. And yeah, I really hope you had fun watching me paint this and listen to me ramble about it. And I hope I'm gonna see you next time. And please, until we see each other the next time I upload a video, please do something that makes you happy, because that's very important, especially in this time that we live in currently. Maybe pick up an art supply that you have in your drawer for like 2 years and did not touch it, and maybe you'll find out that it's a lot of fun to use, like I did today. And or maybe just, if you can, go for a nice walk if it's not too stormy, like it is in my case today. Yeah, we see each other next time. Please do something that makes you happy, and I say bye.